Welcome to our garden and greenhouse store. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Hello everybody. So this is our garden vlog, garden tour for this week. I'm gonna show you what's going on in the garden, how far the garden has gone, and what's going on, and any updates. Let's go. So over here on the side of the house, this sweet bitter leaf are coming along. We also sprinkle some seedlings on the ground. You can see some stuff coming out. Hopefully we'll get more seedlings. We sprinkle some water leaf seedlings over here, but our bekang or sweet bitter leaf is doing great. It's coming along. Over here we have our pumpkin and chia over here. We have butternut squash and tomatoes in this bag over here. This is our tomatoes, doing great. It survived the frost and is doing well. It's already producing flowers, as you can see. Already producing flowers. Over here we have more sweet bitter leaf and onions, and over here we have garlic. This is garlic right here. This garlic is the seeds that dropped on the garden bed last year, and they just germinated by themselves. So hopefully within a month or two we should be able to get some elephant garlic from these plants right here. Over here, sorry, my neighbor is watering, so if you hear some sound coming out, my neighbor's watering system is going on. So over here we have the stuff coming out. We have pumpkin over there. We have chia and cabbage and okra right here. So today has been very hot. It's been very hot over here today. So so if you see the ground is very dry today. We had one of the highest temperatures, which was about 75 today. So tomatoes doing great. We have garden egg right here. We have our pumpkin and cabbage. This is the onion, the garlic from last year that we planted last year, and I think they should be, maybe in a month, should be ready to be harvested. They were growing in the greenhouse. This is onion right here. Onions, weeds coming out. That's why I always like to put I like to cover my containers with grass clippings or leaves, so that way we don't get a lot of weeds like this. So this one I had put a lot of leaf in there to protect it. The tomatoes are also doing well over here. And over here is potatoes. We planted the potatoes about a month and a half ago. So probably in another month and a half we should be able to start harvesting our potatoes. So potatoes are doing great. Tomatoes also doing great. Here, this is our butternut squash. We're growing in container right here, also coming along. Over here we got I have a couple of tomatoes, planted a couple of tomatoes over here on the fence, and also I planted some butternut squash so that way they can climb on the fence and grow all over this fence right here. Over here we have garden egg right here. We have sweet bitter leaf, bekang right here. We have chia. We have okra. The temperature this year has been up and down. We get temperatures as high as maybe 65, 70, and at night it drops to like 45, 50 or 55 degrees. So it hasn't really been good for these tropical plants that love the temperature to be consistently above 65 for them to do well. So so far they are surviving. They are doing okay, but hopefully from now on we're gonna get better temperatures of about 70, 65 and above going forward. So over here, this is the rest of the pumpkin that we planted in bags and containers. Like I said, maybe in about a month and a half, we should be able to start harvesting these potatoes. They're doing great. Over here, we have our fabric raised bed over here coming along. So hopefully with the temperature changing and improving, we should see some better results. For some reason, due to the cold weather, you can see the leaves are changing a little bit. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, it should get better. Over here, we have sweet bitter leaf, we have cabbage right here, and the rest of them are coming along great. I think we need to cover these beds very soon with grass clippings or leaves, because some weeds are already coming out. Even though we planted or we sprinkled some seeds here, that's why we didn't cover this particular bed, but we sprinkled some seeds on this bed. So hopefully we should be able to get some seedlings from these to add to the rest of the garden. So over here, this is our tomato tomato area right here. These are the tomatoes that got the frost, and I just left it. I think they're gonna the challenge with this one is that there was no other spots that its leaves can come out, but I'm hoping that we might get some leaves and some might survive and might come out. This one is doing well. You can see it's coming out here. So I'm thinking that once it comes out and it's like higher than this, I'll put some maybe compost around it to provide it more nutrients. This one is also doing great. You can see the little shoots coming out. So I think these ones are gonna survive. They're gonna I thought they were gonna die, but they didn't die. It looks like they're gonna survive. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, is just cover it up. Once the tomatoes leaves and the shoot is about this high, a little bit higher, then I'm gonna cover the bottom with compost and providing more nutrients and provide more roots for it to root space for it to go higher. So far the tomatoes are doing okay. I planted this additional one just in case, but these other ones looks like they're gonna survive. So stay tuned for updates on the tomatoes that were damaged with the frost. The garden egg that was also damaged with the frost, it's coming along. It's also producing some shoots. So I'm thinking of just cutting it maybe right there, or just let it continue growing, and maybe the shoots are gonna become the main stems for the plant. So we have some other stuff over here. This is huckleberry that we planted, transplanted from the greenhouse. The temperature is still not where it needs to be, so it's still not doing well as it should, but hopefully as the time goes on, the temperature will be better. So this side of the bed right here, we haven't planted much on it. We're waiting for more seedlings to come up from the garden, from the garden beds that we sprinkle on the garden beds. So hopefully we get some seedlings from here. We just planted some pumpkins on the side so that it can grow on this side. On this bed we have anchia. The anchias are okay. They're coming along. Over here we have sweet bitter leaf, pecan on this bed, and some tomatoes, and they're all coming along okay. So they're all doing okay. So hopefully, like I said, the temperature, New England temperature, is still not as it used to, but hopefully we get some good temperature starting this week. Here we have potatoes. So most of these potatoes over here, like I said last week, were potatoes that were for some reason we did not harvest all of them from the ground, so some were left in the ground, and those are the ones that are just coming out right here. We just left this area this year, just to let it go and see how it goes, and just cover the rest of the sections with leaves, so that way the garden, the potatoes can just come out and continue going over here. So we have some pumpkins over here that we're hoping that's gonna come out, it's gonna do well, and it's gonna climb on this little fixture we have over here. On this side we have our strawberry containers. Can't wait. Hopefully we get a lot of strawberries this year. We have quite a few strawberry containers that are coming up. Hopefully we get some strawberry, a lot of strawberries this year. So over here we have pumpkin. We have some more pumpkin over here, and we have our garden egg over here. Over here our 30-gallon container of anchia is doing okay. It's coming along. As you can see, our strawberry tower is also coming along. You see, we have some strawberries coming out already, so hopefully within next 2-3 weeks we should start harvesting some strawberries. And here is our pecan container right here, and we have some pumpkins that were damaged by the frost. I just let them go over here, and hopefully once the weather gets better, we might be able to plant them. We also have another strawberry bag over here, so hopefully we'll get some good results from our strawberries. Over here, this is our raised bed of pecan. So some of them are doing great, some of them are still trying to survive the cold temperature. And also we did sprinkle some seeds in here, so that way we could fill up the rest of the garden with them. So hopefully these seeds come out and we're able to transplant some of these tiny seeds into the garden later on. This is another container of pecan right here. So over here on this side we have, I have some corn right here. So I just put these corn in there about 5-6 days ago, and hopefully within the next 1 week we should be able to transplant them into the garden. And we have our peppers right here, and chia. Over here we have pecan in containers right here. We have a carrot, and we have pecan right here. Okay, let's go into the greenhouse and see what we have in the greenhouse. Over here in front of the greenhouse we have our carrots, doing okay, doing great. We have over here we have pecan, and on this side we have onions and we have carrots. They're all coming along great. So let's go into the greenhouse and see how the greenhouse is doing. So most of the stuff in the greenhouse has been transplanted into containers or into the garden. We just have maybe 1 or 2 containers that, or I'll say 2 or 3 containers that still have very tiny seedlings in them. But these ones are doing great in here. You can see this anchia right here. This is pecan right here. This is bitter leaf right here. That's used for ndole. And all this side right here we planted anchia over here, and they're all doing great. The greenhouse is doing great because the temperature in here is much warmer than outside, and the tropical plants love the hot temperature in here. So over here we have a couple of containers. These are water leaf, and they're still trying to come out, still trying to survive. Hopefully we should be able to get transplant these seedlings maybe like in a week or so. Over here we have more. This is pecan seedlings that are doing great. We have some tomatoes that are still coming out that we still have to transplant into the garden. And over here we have water leaf that is still coming out that we hope to transplant into the garden once they are ready. Down here we have pecan and other vegetables. I think I have some snail problem over here. I see snails. These are snails eating the leaves right here. So definitely I think the snails have started coming out and eating the leaves. Over here we have more the sweet bitter leaf and pecan right here. We have our herb container right here. We have water leaf over here. We have pepper and the parsley over here. And up here we have more peppers that are doing great. These are spicy hot peppers. You have peppers right here. You have pecan right here. Another pepper. You can see the pepper started producing already. Awesome. Can't wait to get some good peppers from these. And they're all doing great because of the warm temperature in the greenhouse. Peppers love hot temperature. So all the peppers are doing great. Down here we have pecan, sweet bitter leaf. As you can see, here we still have some stuff coming out and chia coming out right here. We have some pecan coming out, and over here we have these ones. We harvested these already. These are pecan and they're gonna be ready to be harvested very soon. And these ones too are doing great. Back behind here we have anchia. Look at the anchia leaves. Anchia leaves are very big. They're doing well in the greenhouse. Can't wait to get a lot of anchia vegetable this summer. Look at this, more anchia right here. And this is bitter leaf right here. This is bitter leaf right here, and then we have anchia behind it, and the rest behind there is bitter leaf. And the bitter leaves the ones that I took into the grow tent in the winter and then brought them out in the spring. So they're starting to come out and produce leaves, and hopefully we get some good results from them very soon. Up here we have anchia, we have lemongrass, we have a few containers of seedlings that are still producing. Hopefully they should be ready. I'll say maybe 1 week time we should be able to transplant these, and these ones are gonna grow into the container that they are in right now. Here we have more anchia and sweet bitter leaf. So you can see we have some seedlings that are also still coming out that we're gonna try to see we can hopefully very soon be able to transplant them into the garden. Let me know in the comments below if you how your garden is doing. If you've planted all your stuff into the garden already, let me know how it's doing. So we have water leaf right here. Water leaf is doing great. We have some newer ones that we transplanted that are coming out, but everything is doing great. And these are the last sweet bitter leaf right here. That's mandole. Same with this anchia right here from the grow tent. All of them are doing great in the greenhouse. Okay, let me know in the comments below if you like the updates that I'm giving. Over here I'm using a cooler to I did some cuttings of bitter leaf, and I just planted them in this cooler right here. Hopefully we should be able to get some good results from this bitter leaf that we have in the greenhouse. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing, everybody.